Vader, but Hayden Christensen is out to prove that he is much more than a lightsaber-wielding sci-fi star. The 22-year-old Canadian, he's flexing his acting muscles and shattering some stereotypes in Shattered Glass, a film out this weekend. It's based on the life of a New Republic journalist who duped the world by fabricating articles for the upscale magazine. It's a true story, and I got the scoop from Hayden while he was here in Toronto. Stephen Glass is an incredible character because here he was, at the age of 22, working at the New Republic, which was considered to be the in-flight magazine for Air Force One, a very important magazine. He fooled some of the brightest minds in this country, but what this movie doesn't answer is why did he do it? What was his motivation? There's a great scene in the beginning of the film where he's standing in a classroom in front of all those journalism students, but he skips over the ethics part because he knows what they want to hear, and that is, how do you get your name in print? So why did he do it, Hayden? Was it the adulation? What motivated him in your mind?
And we couldn't tackle that topic for the reasons that we never got to speak with him. But I think that makes for a better movie as well. I like films that pose a question and don't give you the answer. Having played him, I had to have my motivation to enter each scene with, but I can never really feel like it was really what pushed him. And I think a lot of it stemmed from his family life. Apparently he had a lot of pressure from his family to go into law, and they weren't really so keen on his chosen line of work. And I think maybe that fueled his need to really get ahead in journalism.
Are you aware of the fact that you're incredibly good at balancing this innocence and self-doubt on the one hand, and this incredibly this darkness, this looming darkness on the other hand? I mean, there's this great scene, where Chuck Lane, the editor, and they're in a lobby, and Chuck looks at him, and you, Stephen, know that the jig is up, and the way that you look at him is, well, it's the reason that you were chosen to play Anakin Skywalker.
There is a dark looming ambition in both Anakin and Stephen. Anakin's is more of a, trying to, all universal domination, but Stephen's is still just as legitimate. It's an ambition to its own.
Do you consider it strange at all that, while you were making this film, that there's a young man out there, not much older than you, named Stephen Glass, who exists? He's there. I don't know if you've seen the movie or if you will see the movie, but he exists. Did that creep you out at all?
I struggled with it for a bit at first. I had a bit of a guilty conscience, but you have to be held responsible for what you do, and it makes for a good film. I heard that he has seen the film, and that it was difficult for him to watch, obviously, but he felt that it was more or less accurate, and that he enjoyed my performance, which I don't know if I should take that as a compliment or not. So I don't know. I don't think he was seriously disturbed by it. I think maybe a small part of him, from what I know of him, would sort of get off on the fact that a film was made about him. So I hope we haven't completely ruined him.
Finally, Hayden, I got to ask you, as a Star Wars fan, the rumor is that even though it doesn't come out until 2005, the new Star Wars Episode 3, George Lucas made you all wear mullets. Did he indeed ask you to sport mullets?
Ewan actually doesn't sport mullet. I've taken on I wouldn't really call it a mullet. It's long, sort of shoulder length hair.
Not permed.
No, although it's somewhat wavy, just because my hair is naturally a little curly. But it's that sort of 70s action hero look. It's the role. I think it works. I had no problems with it.
Well, welcome home.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Nice talking to you.
Nice to talk to you.
Yeah.
He's a bright guy.
Yeah.
He's so intelligent, so talented, and his Toronto-based family, hopefully they're watching, they should be very proud. I'm sure that they are.
And you got the Star Wars question in there.
I had to get the Star Wars question in there. Once I found out that they're all going to be wearing mullets, I just can't believe it. But anyway.